Runs a lot smoother now.
Yep, it sure does. Okay, and we only have to probably run it for 10-15 seconds here because, like we said, it was warm when we pulled it in.
Right. Now, after the engine runs a while, we do need to turn it back off.
Okay, I'll do that.
And we have to wait 10 seconds. This 10-second interval will allow the computer to reset itself between a cold start and a hot start. So after 10 seconds is up, Scott, go ahead and start it back.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to reconnect the code key, and when I do that, the computer will start a self-evaluation.
All right, now we're going to be watching our indicator light.
We're going to be looking for a dynamic response code. When it flashes once, we have to boost the throttle.
Okay. So actually, during this run test, there are things that you have to perform. You can hear the idle changing as it's going through the different circuits and checking things out.
I suppose we ought to mention here that the computer's doing all of this. We're not doing any of this.
Right. Good point.
There's our code.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 74.
Okay. I'll get that written down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 2. 52.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 74. Now they're repeating.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 52.
Okay.
So that's what we've got, a 74 and a 52. And the light hasn't come back on, so we know that we're done.
All right. I'll shut the engine off. Okay. Now, let's take a look to see what our codes were when the engine was running. Now, what we've got here, Jim, it looks like, is our code 52 first. It says it's a power steering pressure switch problem. If you've got a code 52 with the engine not running, you probably want to check into that circuit. What it does also mention here, with engine running test, it just means that we didn't take the steering wheel and turn it to lock during our test. So it's actually telling us what we didn't do and we should have done during our test. So
that's right. We should have turned the steering wheel all the way to the right and then all the way to the left.
Okay.
After the dynamic response code.
Right. Okay. Now, our 74, let's see what that has to say. And our code 74 basically says we've got a brake switch problem. If we did have a code 74 when the engine wasn't running, we'd want to check out that brake switch. But engine running, it says we did not step on the brake pedal during our test. So what we would want to do at this time is actually rerun our test, and after that dynamic code came, we snap the throttle, and then we'd want to actually step on the brake pedal once and turn the steering wheel all the way from lock to lock.
That's right. That's right.
And that's because this vehicle actually has a check engine light in it, and we could watch the codes right in there.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, this then would conclude the testing on our vehicle. The only thing that I would like to mention at this time is clearing the codes. And to clear any codes you might get on a Ford, all we have to do is unplug the code key from the connector as we're getting the codes, the engine running codes.
Okay.
And unplugging the key anytime after the codes start flashing will clear the memory, and then you're done.
Okay, sounds good.
Extracting Ford service codes is not a difficult task. These following steps explain how. Locate the EEC test connector usually found under the hood. Insert the code key and test light is shown. Observe and record the codes flashed by the test light or dash light. Now, perform the engine running service code test. Watch for the dynamic engine response code, perform the required duties, and observe and record the service codes flashed. Once the codes have been given, reference the codes recorded in the service manual or tech tip. After the repairs are completed, clear the service codes by removing the code key during another engine running test.